Welcome back to Beyond the Numbers. I'm Bev Wakefield, and this is the podcast that breaks down the numbers in a way that actually makes sense and helps you build a business that supports your life, not the other way around. If you've ever caught yourself thinking something like, I'll figure out my future later, when things calm down, or when the business is bigger, that's when I'll finally pay myself properly. Or even one day I'll sell and that sale will magically sort everything out, then this episode is absolutely the one I created with you in mind. Because today, as we bring the entire series to a close, I want to share the lesson that has fundamentally reshaped the way I think about money, leadership, and the life I'm trying to build. Not someday, not eventually, but right now. Today we're diving into a topic that I believe every founder and every business owner needs to hear. The shift from building to sell to building for freedom. When I started my first business, I was 30. When I launched Vibrant, I was 33, juggling a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and a belief that I somehow had decades and decades to worry about things like retirement, long-term savings, or the financial well-being of future me. I told myself all the classic founder lines. I'll start a pension once things settle. I'll invest when I finally have time. I'll pay myself properly once the business feels stable. You know, all the survival mode justifications that feel practical in the moment, but quietly undermine you over the years. And because I believed those stories, I made decisions that did not serve me well. I didn't pay myself enough. In fact, and I think this is part that stings, for a chunk of time, I would have earned more money working for someone else. I was building a business, but I wasn't building a life, and I certainly wasn't building a future. I used to think Vibrant would be my pension, that one day I'd sell and the pot of money from that sale would be my big safety net. It sounded logical, sensible, ambitious. It sounded like what founders were supposed to believe. But when I looked closer, I realised the truth felt very different. Relying on a sale wasn't secure, it was risky, it was uncertain, and honestly, it wasn't fair on me or my team or my family. Because the truth is, a sale is not a strategy, someday is not a plan, and future you deserves far more than being left to figure everything out alone. Freedom is something you build as you go consistently, bit by bit, month after month, not in year 20, not once things calm down, not once the business hits X revenue. Freedom comes from paying yourself properly, from investing early, even if the amounts feel tiny, from building pensions and ISAs, from creating a role where you are non-essential, from designing a business that can run without you, and from protecting the team in case anything ever happens to you. And I'll be honest with you, my pension payments only really started about 3 years ago. My stocks and shares ISA, I've only been contributing consistently for about a year. I delayed it, just like so many founders delay it. But delaying is the single most expensive financial decision a business owner can make. If you've listened to the earlier episodes about the enough number and the freedom number, you already know how powerful they are. So let's connect them properly right here. So your enough number is the income you need to live well today. Not barely survive, not scrape by, but actually live. Your enough number ends financial stress. It removes the guilt around paying yourself. It stops you from running on fumes, and it ensures that you are not trapped in a business that gives you nothing while you give everything to everyone else. When I wasn't paying myself enough, I made decisions from fear, not leadership. I chased the wrong clients, I priced too low, I over-delivered. I said yes when I should have said no. Enough is self-respect and it's stability. Enough gives you the clarity to make CEO-level decisions instead of survival mode reactions. And that enough number is made up of your essentials, your fun budget, and your future. Now, your freedom number, on the other hand, is the wealth future you need to live well later. It's not something you build at the end, it's something you build now. Freedom is made of pensions, investments, ISAs, property, and a future pot. Money that grows while you get on with your life. Your freedom layer protects future you from being left in chaos because present you was too busy. Now, let me show you this visual that ties this all together. So here we've got 3 different blocks. This bottom block is your enough. This is your salary, your dividends, your now. This is your stability. Now, when this is weak, the whole tower shakes. The middle block is your freedom. So this is where you've been looking at your investments, your pension, your ISAs, your savings, your longer term wealth. Now, this is where choice lives, and this is where safety lives. Now, the top block here is business value. This block we want to be optional. It's an optional extra, the cherry on the top. If I want to sell one day, then maybe I'll step back block, the bonus layer, not the foundation. I, like many others, used to think that the business would be my pension. Now I realise my business is part of my future, not all of it. You don't build freedom from the top down, you build it from the bottom up. So enough first, freedom next, business value last. And when all three layers are strong, that's when you feel truly free. Now, here's the part that changed me the most. If Vibrant couldn't operate without me, that wasn't just risky for me. It wasn't fair on my team. It wasn't fair on their families. It wasn't fair on the people who rely on us. One day it hit me. Being non-essential isn't about exit planning. It's about care. It's about leadership. It's about responsibility. When you build freedom for yourself, you create security for everyone. If I could go back to day one, I would pay myself properly from the beginning, build my pension earlier, invest in my ISA sooner, stop delaying my future, build personal wealth alongside business wealth, and design a business that runs without me, creating that safety for my team earlier, treating freedom as a monthly habit and not a final destination. Because freedom isn't one big moment, it's hundreds of tiny decisions stacked over years. This week I'd like you to choose one action to focus on. So either strengthen your enough, increase your salary, set a personal buffer, or stop paying yourself last. Or strengthen your freedom, open the ISA, increase the pension, set up your automated investment. Or 3, strengthen your business value. Delegate one thing, document a process, create one system that doesn't rely on you. Choose your layer, build it, strengthen it. Future you will thank you. So that's it. Everything I would do differently if I started my business again. And more importantly, to build a business that supports your life and not steals it. So whether you're just starting out or you're 10 years in, remember you deserve a business that gives you freedom, not just work. Thank you for being on this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next series of Beyond the Numbers.